No, yeah. Oh, I'm surprised. Bug people right here. Also, hey RE9. Truly a mic moment. I might need to get a new mic, if I'm being honest. It's just been disconnecting as well by itself, even without like a messed up cord or any of that. Alright, look. Game just did not want me to move. But yeah, we got nearly 19 days, I think, right? Or 19 or 18 days left till Requiem comes out. And like I said earlier, I make no guarantees that I'll be able to stream the game on my PS5 because a lot of things can happen. Or yeah, I can just turn off my PS5 sometimes randomly when I'm using the Elgato. Turn off pretty much the power where I'm at when I use it. So but yeah, if it just messes up like midstream when I do stream it, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep playing offline. That's the thing too. I really like just honestly having at least my first playthroughs be just by myself in my own experience. I don't have to worry about other people. I don't have to look at the chat. I don't have to look at mighty stuff. Whatever, I mess up with something like, yeah, no, I just strongly prefer just being by myself when it comes to brand new games that I'm kind of like passionate about. It makes the whole thing of just having to constantly like try to talk all the time on the stream just irrelevant, because I don't have to do any of that stuff. I just get to enjoy the game, not try to entertain people. Wasn't it on your birthday, if I remember? No, that's Tomodachi Life. That's when the game comes out. Exactly on my birthday. Don't worry, I could stream it 2 months after. I mean, like I said, I'm still gonna stream it, but there's gonna definitely be rules about it. Like, I'm not really gonna focus too heavy on reading chat all the time, because basically my perspective on just playing on my TV on top of you know, streaming is just gonna be like, it's gonna get really annoying. Like, I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna have to break my neck just to try to multitask with that, you know? Playing on my PC and using, you know, my phone kind of like a second monitor is okay already as is. But now that I gotta add in, like, the fact that I have to do that on top of looking at a completely different screen. Okay. Guys. Dude. Oh. They're dead. The lid. The lid. There's that. Okay. Oh god. Yeah, this is where I fight the giant worm thing again. Leading them. Oh, nah. Let me just use my pistol. Okay, this one is just too fast right now. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to get the key for this to even do anything right. Yeah, so I gotta do that. I gotta say, I definitely want to go back and start filling up my PS1 library. Oh, okay. Wait a moment. What's this one game? Forgot the name of it. It's like a guy that's like a skeleton dude. It's a PS1 game. But I've always been interested in playing that one as well. Oh, I had PS2, I think. Really like the park area in this game. Just because of the fact that it rains and stuff. Oh yeah, he fell. Dog moment. Yeah, that's all of them. Do you have anything on them? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna take that. Alright. That Magnum ammo. Yeah, the PS2 is still like one of the best consoles of all time. Just because it's sheer like amount of games that it had on it, and the fact that it had a DVD player. It was just like it was essentially the early 2000s equivalent of the Wii, where it just had a lot of games and it was convenient for family members to buy that over anything else at the time. It just didn't have exclusive stuff like Halo or, well, yeah, Halo from Microsoft, the Xbox stuff, or Nintendo's like exclusives. But yeah, besides that, it was a beast of a console. It like literally had, I think, like 4,000 games on it or something, some crazy high amount. Oh yeah, fun fact, the GameCube actually did have a version that had a DVD player inside of it, like built inside of it. It was like the Panasonic company that made a version of the GameCube. I could play DVDs and all that, but it was like a very exclusive thing. They didn't push it out like enough. I'm pretty sure if they like promoted that version of the GameCube more, I'm pretty sure it would have like a lot of sales compared to how many sales it got. That was the one mistake that they did. But yeah, I don't necessarily correlate sales with how good a console is, really. There's there's few moments where I'm like, yeah, that makes sense as to why I like how good this console is based on sales, but for the most part, like, no, not really. So I know I'm kind of late game, so I'm gonna need to start making more mag bullets. Did I come from there, or was this a... Okay, yeah. Thank you. I'm glad there was actually a room for this. Okay, from what I remember, it was like... Wait, hold on. Before I do that, I want to make sure I don't mess up. Okay, yeah. I was watching a video on like a whole GameCube collection thing where they had like all of the North America games, and he was talking about why it failed as well, and he did bring up the DVD point, but he also brought up the point that like Luigi's Mansion was the launching title and not something like Super Mario Sunshine, which, I mean, I don't know. Me personally, I fucking love Luigi's Mansion to death. Like, if you actually know me like that, you know that I live and breathe Luigi's Mansion, but I can understand why they would, you know, other people at the time would be like, oh no, like, Luigi's Mansion? What was... I wanted Mario, 72. What's your favorite Mario, or favorite older Mario game? If you're specifically talking about 2D games, I don't know if New Super Mario Bros. Is considered retro now, but I guess if you try to consider it retro, I would say New Super Mario Bros. On the DS. I had a lot of fond memories with that game. And then, if you don't include that as a retro or old Mario game, I would say Mario Bros. 3. It's either Mario Bros. 3 or Super Mario World. Oh, I'm gonna save here. But yeah, I just have really good memories of playing New Super Mario Bros. Because that was like my first DS game that I had. I got like a blue DS Lite. It was on a road trip too. And basically my mom was like, oh, you two, like me and my brother, oh, you two can pick up like one full price game, or, you know, a couple other cheaper games. And my brother chose the you know, all the shovelware stuff. Like, bro had fucking Kung Fu Panda on the DS, and Ratatouille and shit, and I think it was Cory in the House or something like that, but it was random stuff. Or maybe not. I think he chose a Game Boy Advance game. It might have been like American Idol on the Game Boy Advance or something like that. But yeah, no, I just stuck with New Super Mario Bros. And that was the best decision because that game is like really good for what it is. And the DS download feature, we would like constantly play with that. Wait, no, there is a thing I can do on that. Has to be. Oh, is a goat. The DS though is definitely my favorite handheld. I got to play like some PSP game. Yeah, some PSP games back in the day, but they were just like stuff that you it was basically at like those GameStop stores and whatnot, but I was never like super crazy about it. I did like the way the PSP looked. It looked really sleek and stuff, but yeah, no, DS though, it just had a lot going for it. The Pokemon games on the DS were still probably the best Pokemon games, in my opinion. Sonic also had really good games on there. He had literally maybe just one weird type of game, but which was like Sonic Chronicles. The models in that game were very scuffed, but other than that, though, I did like the RPG aspect of it. It had like a good story, and the gameplay was fine. The final boss in that was a letdown, though. Like that supersonic boss fight just ends in one turn. But besides Sonic Chronicles, you still had like Sonic Rush and Rush Adventure, which were two really good Sonic games. And also the fact that DS's had like, you know, again the whole DS download feature, and they always had like little just neat separate things that you can do on DS download. Like I remember the days where other people in my school would like bring their DS's to school and stuff, and DS download like other games. Specifically, like I would always take like the bus or whatever when I was younger, and whatchamacallit? It was like this Pac-Man game that someone had that we would always play, including Mario Kart. Mario Kart DS was, again, goated.
Return immediately. Repeat. All supervisors return immediately. Over.
And that's the thing, if you had a DS Lite, you could...
You've managed to stay alive up until now.
Okay. Here you go, Nikolai.
And you seem to be doing a pretty good job of looking out for yourself. How about helping out?
I have no intention of helping you.
Because we're nothing but pawns in all this?
In a manner of speaking, you are. Our employers wanted a detailed analysis of the zombie beings which were created through infection by the T-virus.
You're saying that they deliberately sent in a military unit to be butchered by their creations?
Not exactly. Although the conditions encountered on this operation were extreme, It was an unexpected outcome that the team would be wiped out. We were only required to collect live data from the subjects. Another mutant!
Okay, yeah, but anyways, I'm trying to remember what I said, but yeah, if you had a DS Lite, theoretically, you had access to all the Game Boy Advance, like, Pokemon games. So that includes Fire Red, Leaf Green, Emerald, and then all the DS games. So you could literally play Black and White 2, Soul Silver, Heart Gold, Pearl, Platinum, Diamond, and then all the spin-off like Pokemon games like Mystery Dungeon and stuff. I also had like Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. So yeah, man, if you were a Pokemon fan back in the day, the DS was just, or especially the DS Lite, was the way to go. I'll just use a save state. But yeah. I'm trying to see if I'm ready for this boss fight. I think I am. You know what? Nah, hold up. Oh.
What's going on? Whoa!
I was gonna get more heals, but okay.
What is that?
In the yellow. I didn't need the torch that time around. Ooh, but I am in the red though. Holy crap. That's not good. 'Cause I could die at any moment here. But then the French came. Hoping they don't spawn any new enemies right now. And I see something. Yeah, Mario was good on the DS, Sonic was good on the DS, Pokemon was good on the DS. And then they even had like RE1 on the DS, like a DS version of that. If I was a RE fan, I would definitely, or RE fan back then, I would definitely buy it. I'll just use first aid. Yeah, just like the PS2, it had so much to offer. And as far as like just content or just games that you could play, and then the DSi came along, which kind of sucks that it didn't have a GBA type of like thing at the end of it like the DS Lite did, but it still had like a lot of cool features. That's when like they started to get more and more into the side stuff that Switch people and Switch 2 people are probably never gonna like hit the peak of how it was back in the day when you were like, you know, had like all the online features from the DS or the Wii or even the Wii U, or especially the Wii U. Okay. I really like the GameCube for its exclusives, like I mentioned. And then also for Sonic games, it had really good Sonic games on it. And in fact, they were most likely going to be exclusive on the GameCube, but Sony was not having it. They got pissed and were like, yeah, you gotta use this, or you gotta port certain games over. Which it kind of suffered from it, because Heroes on the PS2 supposedly does not run as good as it does on the GameCube. Same goes for Shadow the Hedgehog, but I don't know if I could say anything about Mega Collection. Oh yeah, also the GameCube didn't have, you know. Also, I'm not pushing them off. This is the game-breaking thing. This one decision right here makes it or break it on whether or not you actually get the good ending. Like, you have to jump off. And then after that, it's like negotiate with Nikolai or something.
Rescuing you is becoming a full-time job.
Thanks, Carlos. I owe you.
Listen closely, Jill. They're going to launch a missile directly into the city as soon as day breaks.
At dawn? But that's only...
I know. We don't have much time left. We have to split up and find a way out of here. And hey, watch out for that traitor Nikolai.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if Sonic Adventure DX was solely on the GameCube. Oh, it was on PC as well, but other than that, I think... What about Adventure 2? Or Adventure 2 Battle? Yeah, okay, so literally on the GameCube, you had Mega Collection, Gems Collection, the better version of Heroes, Shadow the Hedgehog, and then Adventure DX and SA2 Battle. So that's like, you still get a good amount of stuff on the PS2, you just don't get, you know, SA1 and 2, which I think that's a little bit game defying. Like, yeah, you get stuff to the classics, but that's kind of it. And then, like, you know, some of the more newer stuff back then at the time. But the fact that you don't get, like, SA1 or 2, I think that's a make it or break it for me. Just as like a Sonic fan. If I was like, you know, back in that early 2000s era. I get some more heal. The hate is justified, don't worry. The UI is still bland, and from what I can tell, there isn't really much going on with it besides the other stuff that was on the Switch 1, which that was already lackluster. Also, they completely gutted out just the personality that the 3DS or the whatchamacallit, or the Wii U had. Okay, yeah, so it's even worse now than the Switch one. Because the Switch one has YouTube, and I think Crunchyroll on it. And did it ever have Twitch? I'm not too sure. Oh yeah, that's one thing that they need to bring back in consoles. Make an actual internet browser, please and thank you. I know that I already know Mighty is gonna try to do an insta layup on a joke about that, but I don't care. It was really so much better to use internet browsers on your console, because you literally cannot get viruses whatsoever, since they're built for, you know, PCs and phones, not consoles. So it made like watching, you know, anime sites and stuff, oh, it's so much more convenient to do, like, you know, on my Wii U back in the day. That's how I binge watch all sorts of animes, like One Piece, Naruto, My Hero, Dragon Ball. Hunter x Hunter as well. I mean, yeah, we got PCs now, but it's like back in the day when I didn't have a PC, it was so much, you know, more convenient to have a console that had a built-in browser or internet browser that could, you know, watch videos and whatnot. Yeah, that's my main issue with the Switch 1 and 2. And it's gotten even worse now with the Switch 2, is that it just does not have like that Nintendo's or that Nintendo personality, you know? It just doesn't. Like the Wii had its own style going on. The Wii U also had its own style going on. The, you know, the DS, GameCube, all their UIs and stuff were different from each other. And then here comes the Switch and the Switch 2 that barely did anything, barely changed anything. Like, it is very bland and just like minimalistic, like corporate type of art style, you know? That doesn't really cry Nintendo to me. Yeah, I'm used to Nintendo having, you know, cool theme songs for their eShop. All sorts of stuff, like neat little things like that that is just kind of gone now. Stuff like literally listening to the eShop music and just hearing the most neat little elevator music was always something. I just find it hilarious that, like, the minute Nintendo gets financially back on their feet, where they're like super, you know, rich now again, it's like they're putting in the minimum effort for things now. Like, again, I still strongly prefer the Wii U era. I don't care if people deliberately weren't looking to get the console. Like, it was just a lot better because they had something to strive for. That's how you got, like, you know, all those other good games. Yeah, picture this: free internet, well, not free internet, but free multiplayer. No, yeah, no online subscription crap. Virtual console. It wasn't tied to the online membership. Sometimes free games. Again, like I said, internet browser, their own social media network. And they had games tied with it in itself. There was just so much going on that they just do not do anymore on the Switch, and it's just sad, really. And then that was literally all on a system that people just were being fucking stupid about, really. Like, there are times where it's just really a people moment and not a console's fault, because they just wanted the Switch already. And then what's funny too is that if you look at the sales for like some Wii U games that were really good, it sold like hotcakes on the Switch, when they could have been playing that for years. Like, my guy, you could have been playing 3D World for years. Like, what were you doing? What are we doing here? You could have been playing Xenoblade Chronicles for years, dude. Again, why are you being stupid? No, I don't want to. Like, the amount of times I've seen on YouTube videos where it's like, I completely forgot that the Wii U existed. I didn't know that the Wii U was around at all when it first came out. I just find it so strange when I didn't even, like, have good internet access like that back then, and I still knew what the Wii U was and still got it. While these motherfuckers were around here just doing something, I guess. Just very sheepling behavior, that's all I'll say. Okay, I got a crap ton of stuff now. I could honestly argue the same thing about, well, yeah, I would say GameCube as well. But again, that was mostly because people just wanted more conveniency. The normies, basically. Like, the PS2, usually what boils down to sales is that, does it appeal to normies? Yes. Then it will sell like hotcakes. Like, I prefer the Wii, or not the Wii, but the GameCube over the Wii. Any day. But I know for a fact that, you know, the Wii just outsold it by leagues, really. Because, again, it just appealed to the normies, so. It had all the motion controls and stuff. It had your grandma playing Wii Sports bowling. Like... I think it's on this end, right? Yeah, and also, again, the motion control stuff, it's aged kind of badly, because, like, not everyone wants to swing a fucking Wii remote all the time for just the basic set of just controls. Like, there would be moments where games just outright suffered because, you know, the high demand for motion controls, you know. Yeah, really some bot behavior. Oh yeah, right. Pretty sure it has items and stuff I can pick up around here. Okay. Yeah. Mighty moment. I think that's also just, yeah, again, Wii U having questionable marketing, but at the same time, I don't know, man. I never really had that issue for the Wii U looking like it was the Wii. Like, I saw that it had a, you know, a U in it, and I was like, okay, that's, you know, a new console. I wasn't like, oh, is this the Wii? Like, I don't know. That's always just seemed kind of bizarre to me, because it takes very little. Just, I don't know. You just literally have to just, you know, look into things more and just not really assume like that. Like the fact that it had a whole gamepad that was completely different to the Wii. It wasn't even shaped like, well, it was shaped similar to the Wii, but more sleek and stuff. But I think after this, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go watch like old Wii U commercials, because I remember some of them. Like I remember the one where the guy was like playing that this one thing. It's like some puzzle game thing that the Wii U had. And then also using it while he was watching TV or something. I think that might be just a byproduct of me being slightly older than, you know, or slightly older at the time. I could probably understand if I was the same age bracket as Mighty back then, but I just wasn't, so. What does this do though? Don't worry, Green, you are Unk. Okay. Yeah, Mighty's nephew. Crazy ass nephew. Schizophrenic nephew. Actually, you're Unk with me. Also, I don't know why I didn't do that. Yeah, true. It makes sense though, because like Naruto fans aren't necessarily like super young like that. Maybe some Boruto people, but yeah, I think I'm just going the wrong way. David card queue. Yeah, that's a bra moment, to say the least. Dragon Ball, don't worry. I started with Inuyasha on you know, Tsunami. That was like my first ever anime. And then the second one was Dragon Ball. I think like it was the Namek Saga, because they loved playing the Namek Saga back then. Okay, so I already tried that room, so I'm the anime fan before it was hip to be anime fans. I wasn't like no mofo that was doing JoJo poses at McDonald's or some crazy crap like that, but I think I do need this right now, game. Yeah, basically, I remember I witnessed essentially somebody getting bullied for liking anime like at a certain period in I think it was like middle school or something. Like the shift was crazy. I remember exactly when like all the cool kids at the time, or I say cool kids just like, you know, plural, but okay, this does nothing. This does nothing. But yeah, no, I saw that and I was like, I'm just gonna keep to myself with that type of stuff. And then way later throughout the years, like probably, actually when I got out of high school, really, that was when all the, normies were just bandwagoning on, anime and just, I guess, geeky type of stuff. Anime and video games and whatnot, because it became mainstream and it was making a lot of money at the time, so. I saw the same mofos that were calling other people weird for liking anime. Once again, liking anime again. Okay, we got crash out nephew moment. Okay, I'm just trying to see something. Yeah, that's... What the hell? Why'd I just never go to that room? Okay. I see what I did wrong. You weren't with me watching tuning exams or Naruto. Yeah, Beyblade was really good at the time. I remember binge watching that too. Yeah, Beyblade, let it rip. But usually, the people that were making fun of, the mofos that were into, actually gaming and stuff and, like, geek culture, they were always, and I mean 100% rate of being a ball and gun gamer. Like, you just can't make this up. They were just straight up... It's just that. Oh yes, this puzzle again. Actually, no. Okay, yeah, no, that can't work. Yeah, I'm sorry, but ball and gun gamers, they will never not get shade from me. They are just not cool people. There's a very rare chance for some of them that are just chill, you know? But for the most part, they're not really chill like that. They're usually talking crap about other people, and then on top of that, they're just like actively harming the gaming community by by just buying all that crap that they get spoon fed from EA and shit like that, or 2K. Okay. He has to change a little bit. Okay, that's yeah, I can list down several things. Okay, one, usually ball and gun games, they're very repetitive, very boring, basically the same thing, over and over and over, just like swap with more paywall stuff nowadays. But even back then, it was still a little bit boring, in my opinion. There's only maybe like a few occasions where a ball and gun game was, actually somewhat interesting to play. But yeah, no, I can't do that because I'll be put there. Actually, no, this has to be something no matter what. But this can... No, this can't be moved over. Okay, yeah, that just has to be there. Okay, let me do B again. Yeah, that works. That stands out. Maybe the red has to be changed. Alright, then that. Okay, I think I got it now. Yeah, and I know for a fact these ball and gun gamers, they would never, ever touch a video game in their life if it didn't have the fucking same repetitive, boring ass sports games or the same COD or whatever. And especially if it didn't have any multiplayer features, no, they wouldn't. I've seen basically a TikTok of this guy too, which was the epitome of like the ball and gun gamers, where he was like, "Oh, people, you're weird, bro. You're weird to play single player games, bro. Like you want to do some like weird stuff with RPGs and whatnot." It's like, bro, literally, if you do know that that is the core foundation of video games, you have it completely the other way around. They just idolize their fucking typical sports and guns and shit that they completely forget that that was essentially games. That was gaming. It was not specifically fucking NBA 2K and COD 24/7. Oh yeah, let me. That's why I just don't. I don't see them as real gamers. I just straight up don't. It feels like they're LARPing as gamers sometimes, you know, and they just want to be included in the aspect, or just included that they're gamers, but in reality, it's like, no, they really aren't. They would be gone if COD and fucking 2K or Madden was gone from gaming. They would not even say a word about gaming. They would, in fact, increase the bullying more of people that play games. Okay. I'm guessing that's for the key card. Because those aren't real games. Yeah. Like I said, they got it all wrong. They have it completely wrong. If Nintendo did not exist, you wouldn't be touching or even playing a game at all. Like, put some respect on, you know, the actual games, bro. Like, you would actually be having to, you know, just play your fucking ball game IRL for, you know, 24/7 compared to doing it virtually. Yeah, again, I'll always see them as tourists because that's plainly how they are, really. They don't know the aspects of actual gaming culture and like the lore or any the history behind games and stuff. They just LARP, really. They LARP and act like they run shit just because they're normies and they're entitled. They think that they own every aspect of it just because of them being normies.
Warning. Proceeding with operation in treatment room.
Wait, mother. I should have never clicked that. This might be the run back of basically doing shit all over again. I have such low ammo right now. Okay, thank you for... I don't like this boss fight in general, because... Alright. And it locks me on to that 24/7. Here we go again. May have messed myself up here. I was not prepared for this fight. Yeah, I think I'm gonna die here. Yeah, damn it. Now I gotta do this all over again. Thank you, game. Well, you gotta love it when I literally put in that item and it just puts me into that boss fight. I didn't get a choice to just open the door and not. It was like, no, you're going in the door. Or you're going through that door. Okay, time to do some puzzles all over again. Crap, man. Look, put these up so I can mix this. Ugh. That. Take this. Alright. Yeah, I don't need all that. Ugh, God, dude. Because now I'm gonna have to get all those herbs that I had before. Just do this. That makes me wish I saved. It does make me forget. Or RE3 just has so much, like the original one. It has so much that I just don't really remember 24/7, you know? Because I don't necessarily play RE3 religiously to the point where I remember like things like that. I won't really. Well, actually, no, I should just get this done. Okay. Load this in. pretty sure it was... Yeah, okay. Just so I don't have to do that again. I like how I almost killed that boss too. The strat for that as well is just to have basically the knife, so you don't have to worry about the thing locking into Nemesis 24/7. Okay, I dodged, right? Okay. I do feel extra clunky when I wear Tim's. Poison, yep. That do it. Let me head back. I think I already took them, right? Okay, I was making sure it didn't, I saved afterwards, yeah, I remember, never mind. Now I gotta head back here and do this one puzzle again. Do this crap all over again, man. Oh yeah, right. Now it's fucking brand new puzzle. I can't even look back on the stream. I have to figure this out again. Okay, so that. But yeah, now for red, that has to have 2 points over there. Okay, I think I got it now. Yeah, what mostly took me so long last time was just the fact that I didn't really know, or I forgot about this room existing, if I'm being quite honest. Greenfire Goon Room is real. Okay, that should be enough to tide me over on this. But just in case, I'll bring 3. Heal myself too. Please be in the green. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll take that, and then I'm good. I love when the ads literally just make my chat disappear on my phone. It's always fun. Wait, Green Mighty said you're taking a... Oh, what? Him and his fan fiction. Can I... Okay, I'm gonna jump right now. Move. Okay. They got me in the yellow from that. Usually my Valentine's days goes as just literally forgetting the day of Valentine's and not really caring about it. That's pretty much my Valentine's Day, like all the time. It's honestly just for couples, mainly the woman, or I guess well, I mean, speaking just for hetero relationships. I know it's different for other people and stuff, but it's mainly centered around the woman, the wool man. Really should be an assy. I already see my dog. Hold on. Freaking scratch on my door. Okay, I'm back. Let bro watch you play. I remember I put like this one background thing on my TV at the time, and she does watch that. Or it was like a aquarium or something. Or I did notice her just watching that on my bed. Oh yeah, I can't do anything there. But as far as like me playing on my monitor, I don't think she does that. Also, dogs most definitely have to see some type of Christmas lights. Because apparently they took her out to pretty much drive and look at like Christmas lights, and she was actively looking at them. So, because dogs, they're not like completely colorblind, apparently they see like some hues here and there. It's just not, you know, to the same degree as ours. She's a good girl, don't worry. Yeah, besides cussing out the neighbors and going crazy just because someone knocks on the door.
Warning. Proceeding with operation in treatment room.
She's pretty quiet. Oh crap. Nope. Winged me across the other direction. Okay, I wanted to dodge that. I wonder. See? Bro, that looks like a regenerator. That other spot. Okay, there you go. Also, hey, Spark Kid. How's it going? Also, whoa. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. If I turn this thing off. Oh wait, I see it.
Warning. Missile attack confirmed. All personnel evacuate immediately.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the hell out of Dodge. Got me there. Bro, what do you mean by that? Oh yeah. Freaking. Could go this way. Yeah, this leads to the helicopter area. P32, so. Don't worry. Nephew time perception right there. Have enough bullets on me. Aging in dog years. That's a stupidly, like, short amount of time. Game, I think I need that right now. Yeah. It was something like that. Please.
You're still alive. Such persistence.
Nikolai?
Sorry, but there is no escape from here.
This one I gotta negotiate. Nikolai.
So, you want to get out of here alone? Is that your plan?
I made certain none of the other supervisors survived. Since I'll be the only one who knows what really happened, I'll have more bargaining power when it comes to discussing my bonus.
Then why kill me? I'm not on their payroll.
They want you eliminated for reasons of their own. The amount is modest, but there is a reward to be claimed upon the confirmation of your death. Although I'm sure I'll miss you, it's time to say goodbye. You can either accept death with dignity or die with regret. It's entirely up to you.
Jill, what happened?
Carlos, Nikolai beat us to the chopper.
I guess this is it then. But I don't want to die in a place like this. This isn't over yet. I'm not giving up, Jill. We still have a chance. I am not going to give up.
That's
Jill, that's it. We've got to find a way out of here, now!
Warning. Missile attack confirmed. Warning. Missile attack confirmed. Emergency level D. All personnel evacuate immediately.
Okay. Gonna take whatever health I can get. Actually, no, I think might be it. Get rid of this. I don't need that. Come with me. See if there's anything else I can grab. I like how there's literally the one dude, forgot his name. Oh, Mr. X. Or another tyrant, basically.
Checking system. Checking data. Warning, there is not enough power to activate the system. Battery connected.
Two.
Executing quick charge program. Preparing to fire.
I want to say, did that poison me?
Warning. System overheating. Enter cooldown mode.
Terminate it.
You want stars? I'll give you stars.
Yeah, if Nemesis doesn't die from that, he literally dies from specifically the big ass bomb that they drop on the city.
Jill,
It's over, Carlos.
what are you talking about? Don't you hear that? There's a second chopper, and it's here to rescue you.
But who is it? Who could possibly be looking for me?
It doesn't matter. We just have to be there when it lands.
I think I know what I did wrong with this thing, because you were supposed to basically find out who,
Thanks, you saved us.
you know, the guy was,
Wouldn't
but
let you die.
Is it you?
Are you ready to finish this?
It's coming.
it's basically Barry.
It's the end.
Also, hey Zach. Welcome to watch the finale.
That's it. Umbrella's going down.
And now we have a rather unfortunate turn of events. It seems that the President and the Federal Council have passed judgment over the civilians of Raccoon City. The President and Federal Council have ruled that the Bacillus Terminate operation is the best course of action for this extreme situation, and have since executed. Based on that fact, Raccoon City has been literally wiped off the map. Current reports have the death toll surpassing the 100,000 mark. Our hearts go out to those poor civilians of Raccoon City.
Yeah, that was the original trilogy of RE done. So next, I'm trying to see which one I want to do. I might skip the Survivor games if I'm being honest here. I'm not too sure. Because RE Survivor and Smart 2, they're both non-canon, so. And Survivor 2 is literally, for the most part, just a retelling of Code Veronica. Zaxxer wanted to pull up like Barry. that's essentially just what he wanted to do. There's no other way. I know this man planned it. He's like, let me pull up like Barry. He's trying to ore farm. Well, you don't gotta imagine it. He did it. Oh yeah, this is the one that started the Mercenaries mode. I mean, yeah, this kind of happens. Somewhat. You kind of see it off screen, though. It's mostly Claire that's, finds Chris. See what he's been doing. But yeah, that's RE3. No. Yeah, let me close out of that real quick. I just want to look this up for a minute. Because there is... I gotta figure out exactly what Resident Evil game I want to play next. It might be Code Veronica. And this time, have it not just crash on me. Like, I'm not gonna follow those one settings that guy had on that YouTube video that actively messed the game up. And it's outdated anyways. Like, Dolphin has updated so many times at this point. Okay, this one has the movies on top of it. I'm not watching. No, I'm not watching those movies, bro. Also, I'll probably have to skip Outbreak, because Outbreak is a multiplayer-based thing. If I were to have people to play Outbreak with, maybe, but that would require me to set up things like that. Yeah, I was just looking at this website where it has some of the movies. It's the live action ones mostly. I've watched the CGI ones that Marza made, but not no freaking live action ones. Okay, yeah, so from what I can see, Code Veronica is next, because that came out like, on 2000. Code Veronica, wait a minute. Wait. Hold the hell up. Where's RE1 remaking this? Yeah, no, run that back. Yeah, no, actually, literally, this is the one moment where the Google AI thing was more factual than the website, or just a regular website. So it'll be Code Veronica next. Skipping, don't even think it, don't even say it, mighty. Yeah, skipping that. Resident Evil Remake. I think I'll just play Vanilla 0. What messed me up before was that I just didn't. I was crunching on time for 0, so I was like, you know what? Let me just skip ahead and just play a few. So yeah, 0, skipping Dead Aim, skipping all the outbreaks. RE4. Yeah, so it goes Code Veronica, RE4. I want to play the Umbrella Chronicles this time. I will play those. RE5, Dark Side Chronicles, Revelations, from Raccoon City, play 6, skip Revelations 2, and then 7, and then 2 and 3 remake, and then RE8, aka RE Village, and then RE4 remake, and yeah, that's finally get to Resident Evil Requiem. No, you don't need anything. You do not need that. I am not wasting my time on that damn game. Actually, Zach, since you're here, it would be cool if we actually did run, or do what we did last time for RE5 and like play together. Because literally my first time playing RE5 was specifically playing, the co-op version. And okay then. I wonder if Mighty could run Outbreak. That would be funny. I think I'm out for now. I'm gonna go and grind on Rumble because it's the last. Well, actually, no, I literally can't. I'm just gonna do whatever and chill out for now. Because those people on Rumble, they got such a high score count to where even if I were to grind all day, I won't even make it up to the top 20. But yeah, I'm out. I'll see you guys later tomorrow, where I'll be starting Code Veronica. Yeah, anyways, like, subscribe, share, whatnot, whatever. See you all next time.